Go. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Invest in Your Future. I'm your host, Coach Kenny, CEO of Kirunda Group Corp. I want to thank you guys for joining me for another episode. We're here every other Thursday to help you bring back knowledge, in terms of bring back chances for people to learn from people who are maybe somewhere where they want to be. A lot of people have a lot of questions when they interact with me, and I always try to get those questions and give them back to people that I feel that need these answers. So one of the questions I always get is, show me the money. Like, show me where you get this money. A lot of people for some reason have that question, and it's a very valid question. Like, where do you get the money? That's why today's show is called Show Me the Money. Show me. I always believe that knowledge is free. That's why I give out this podcast, as much info as I can to as many people as I can, because information is free. Information should not be charged. But for me, I put on a seminar. I did a seminar last year, and we had such a huge turnout. I decided to take that seminar and start putting it in different avenues. So I put it on my website. It's $30, and it's not $30 that I make to make money. It's more the cost it did for me to put that seminar together. So go check out that seminar. It's on my website, kirundagroup.com/shop, and you'll see it there. But that seminar right there talks about credit, business, real estate. It talks about all the different ways you can start from zero to millions in assets. So I wanted people to be able to check that out, and I put it out there so you can check that out if you want. But also I want to make sure you guys, for all those questions that you have, like the question of like, where's the money? Where does the money come from? Put those questions in the comments. Put those questions in the show notes. Put them wherever you see this. That way, we can get to them and answer the questions for you. So right now, I wanted to, answer a question like why do some people have access to money and some people don't? So the name of the show is called Show Me the Money today. Now people there's so much money in this world. You guys need to understand that it's endless. Your mind can't even comprehend how much money there is. So I'm going to show you all the ways you can get the money. All the ways you can get the money. It's all out there. It's all that money that you see, all that stuff that you like, that you want to see, that you want to get, is all out there for you. And I'll show you exactly where you get the money from. Because like I said, a lot of people ask me, how do you get the money? How do you get the money to do this? How do you get the money to buy the properties? How do you get the money to fix them? How do you get the money to renovate them? How do you get the money to get the closing? And it's all valid questions. So how do you get the money? You have to think, first of all, it doesn't have to be all your money. It doesn't have to be all your money. What you need to do, which a lot of people don't do, and that's why I did that seminar, a lot of people don't do, is they don't build, first of all, themselves to be able to borrow a lot of money, but also they don't build another entity that could borrow money for itself also. Understand that there's a difference that the poor people do and the difference between the wealthy people do. The wealthy people build themselves, meaning they can build their credit, they can be able to borrow millions of dollars personally, And then also they build an entity that could also borrow lots of money. Your money's first of all is used. You have to build yourself. That's why I did that seminar, talk about credit and all those things, to be able to build yourself up. Then you have to build an entity that could borrow money also. This I'm showing you exactly where the money is. I'm showing you exactly where the money is right now. So you build yourself, you build an entity next to you that could also borrow money. Most likely it's going to be a business. And then you're going to start using these two tools to get more money. Because 1 times anything is not a good number, but 2 times anything really adds up the numbers, if you get what I'm saying. So if there's 2 things, if I have myself that I can borrow $250,000 and I get another entity over here that can borrow another $250,000, we put that money together and buy something, now we have access to cash, access to money. But you have to do those things of building yourself up and also building that entity. So that's the first thing. That's what I'm showing you. I'm showing you exactly where the money is. You have to build yourself, and you also have to build your entity. And all these things, like I said, I'm showing people how to do these things. So now, if you have to realize where can I get more money to borrow from? Because once I build myself up, I build that entity. Where do I go get the money from? Well, first of all, you can get the money from your checking account, your savings account, your money market, your own personal savings, your 401k, your SEPs. You can get all that money and do something with it. That's where the money is. It's sitting right there. If it's sitting and it's making less than, if it's making anything less than 4%, you should be taking that money out and doing something with it. Because inflation is going to eat your money. So you have to realize there's cash right there sitting for you. That's first of all, that's where the cash is. The second thing is figure out friends and family. Friends and family, they have cash sitting also. There's cash right there sitting. Co-workers, your boss definitely has cash sitting because he makes more money than you. So he has cash sitting also. There's cash right there. Partners, business, personal partners, girlfriends, there's cash sitting right there. That's the second crew. That's the second, your local crew. There's cash sitting there also. This is what I'm telling you exactly where the money is. If you want to get money, all that money sitting right there. And then also the third tier. Now you're going to start going outside. First you got personally, then you got an entity, and you got the people around you locally that have cash. Now you're going to go outside. You're going to go to the banks because you built yourself up with enough money to be able to borrow from a bank, any credit union. All those people have cash. All those entities have cash. All those institutions have cash. Now you can move on to more advanced areas. You can go to credit companies and life insurance companies. These companies, they collect money and they have to take that money and do something with it to earn interest. So you can go to them. They have cash. Mortgage funds, companies that buy mortgages, they have cash. Insurance companies, they collect a lot of cash. They need to take that cash and put it to work also. So they have cash. This is exactly where you can go get the money. You just have to understand the steps on how to get the money from an insurance company, how to get money from a life insurance company, how to get money from hedge funds. How do you get the money from them? How do they need to look at you and say, yes, we'll give you $200,000. Yes, we'll give you $2 million. What's the criteria? That's what you need to figure out if you want to get that access to that cash. What we do is we focus on finding ways now to buy scale. So for me, now I have to figure out ways to get portfolio loans. Portfolio loans are where I'm buying a portfolio of properties, let's say 50 to 60 properties at a time. That's the next process right now, because now we're talking about, multi-million-dollar deals, because you're getting so much inventory at once. At each unit, it's the same thing as buying from Costco. I'm buying so much that each unit is going to be cheaper. So That's the different, ways to get cash. But you have to show that you have, first of all, you're bankable. You have to be bankable. You have to be trustworthy with the money. You have to have great credit. You have to have, cash in the account. You have to have assets that can back you. That's what they're looking at in terms of being able to get those kind of loans. This is where the cash is. But you have to start somewhere, wherever you are. I gave you the whole scope on how to get the cash from, first of all, your personal, your entity. And if you're having issues with these things, you can easily just contact us. We can help you, and then, building up to be able to be bankable with your local credit unions, your local bank, wherever you are. It doesn't matter. You need to be bankable in your area. This could be in wherever you live. Doesn't matter. You need to be bankable. You need to have, people around you that can borrow money. They can also borrow money. That could also create entities that could borrow money. You need to be on that mindset. Understand that there's so much money out there that you could use to grow yourself. To grow yourself, you just have to figure out a way to get it. A portfolio loan is one of the best things if you think about it. And I've been looking at all types of loans, but if you think about a portfolio loan, let me give you an example, right? This is exactly where the money is. You think about a portfolio loan. Let's say a portfolio loan, the minimum is about $2 million. And you all you have to bring is about 30%. 30%. And you get access to $2 million worth of whatever, whatever you decide to buy. That could be a business, that could be a piece of real estate, that could be a piece of land that you develop, or something. You just having access to 2 million. Imagine having access to $2 million. You can do something with it to grow yourself, to grow your business, to grow your families, do whatever. But how do you get access to the first 2 million? How do you get access to the first 20 million? You have to be bankable. You have to show cash. You have to show assets. It's that simple. That's how you get the cash. That's how you get money. That's why I call this show "Show Me the Money." The money's everywhere. There's trillions of dollars out there that you don't have access to because you don't know how to get access to them. So you have to look at wherever stage you are at. There's access to capital. If you are poor and broke, go look at an FHA loan. That's where you get your cash is. If if you have access to to large amounts of capital, you're going to have access to the larger people that can help you, like life insurance companies, private investors. I live in a town next door. The town next door is a high net worth town, a very high net worth town, and that's where I want to be. So I have to be around them and understand that if they trust me with capital, I can, because everyone has cash sitting and they're looking for some way to grow it. It's that simple. Everybody who has cash, or everyone who has lots of amounts of capital, is always trying to grow it. So if you can figure out a way to help people grow their cash, like I'm trying to do, I'm trying to help everyone in terms of buying properties, because we're trying to get into a turnkey property business also. But rentals, we're trying to also do education. We're trying to figure out ways to produce cash, get that cash to buy more assets, to be able to be more bankable and buy bigger assets. It's that simple. That's what you should try to do also. If you're looking for the cash, you have to just look around you and figure out, what access do I have right now? Right now, like before this new year, what access do I have right now? What kind of cash do I have right now? And if I don't have anything, then you have to figure out a way to, start hustling, either by selling or, flipping things or doing something to get something in your pocket, because you need to figure out a way to look at all the cash around you, all the money around you, little pieces of it. That's when you can start seeing a difference. But understand, guys, if you don't see the opportunity that's coming, it's either going to be for those people can really make a difference in their net worth, or those people who are going to fall off the cliff and be in massive amounts of debt and all those type of things, where there's other people who are going to scale up in terms of personal, in terms of business, and in terms of growth overall. So I want to show you guys, like I said, there's so many ways to get cash and you get money around you. So figure out a way that works for you. If you need help, contact us. Go get that seminar. It's $30. It's $30, but you get to see access on how to run a successful business from scratch. So guys, if you have any questions, comments, leave them wherever you hear this or wherever you see this. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, if you have any actually ideas or guest people that you'd love to see on the show, send them to us. Also, we'd love to connect with people who are doing great things. Guys, until next time, I'll see you at the top.